more to the story than hard work and big dreams. For example, a lot of tough negotiating underlies the great fortunes of the past. This simple fact would not be apparent from the autobiographies of the champion amassers of wealth. Typically, they have portrayed their success as a fair reward for a lifetime of bargaining in good faith. They never needed anything more than a handshake to seal a deal, and if their recollections are to be taken at face value, both sides generally profited. In the real world, many business transactions turn out to be rather one-sided. Clearly, the less informed parties who wind up on the short end are not the ones who subsequently write autobiographies recounting their ascent to billionaire status. For that matter, those who do publish their memoirs tend to downplay their interest in wealth altogether. As H.L. Mencken observed, the businessman is the only sort of person who, when he obtains the object of his labors, namely making a lot of money, tries to make it appear that it was not the object of his labors. Billionaires' autobiographies have also misled their would-be successors on the relative importance of shrewd financial techniques. To most people, taking full advantage of the tax code or presenting a company to the stock market in the best possible light sounds less heroic than risking one's future on an unproven technology. The founders of the great fortunes understood the popular disdain for pencil pushers. Therefore, they did not emphasize tax and accounting intricacies in the stories they told of their rise to extraordinary wealth. Nevertheless, being financially astute is a must if you hope to become fabulously wealthy, and How to Be a Billionaire will teach you how. This book is not a treasure trove of previously undisclosed facts about the lives of the billionaires. The surprises are the key aspects of the billionaires' careers that diverge from the images promoted in the financial media. For instance, journalists sell Warren Buffett short by portraying him merely as an investment wizard. In reality, he has done far more than make passive investments in underpriced companies and then wait patiently for the stock market to recognize the hidden value. Anyone who hopes to follow Buffett's model must be willing to take an active role, either as a corporate insider or by pushing companies from the outside to exploit their assets more aggressively. It is also important to understand Buffett's reliance throughout his career on outright purchases of companies, especially insurance companies, as opposed to becoming a minority shareholder. Plan of attack. In setting out to write this book, I wanted to create a manual for future billionaires by analyzing the careers of past and present billionaires. I did not attempt to discuss every billionaire. Forbes lists 268 individuals with net worth of $1 billion or more in the United States alone as of 1999. For readers interested in biographical sketches of the founders of great fortunes, books such as The Wealthy 100 provide a comprehensive treatment. In contrast, I have focused on a short list of individuals whose methods can be generalized into models for the billionaires of tomorrow. To round out the story in places, I have included pointers from a supporting cast of titans to whom I have not devoted full-blown profiles. I have found that the best vehicle for communicating a broad concept is a highly specific case. For example, an abstract recommendation to keep abreast of changes in the competitive environment sounds like a mere platitude. The immense power of this simple idea becomes clearer when it is illustrated by the multi-billion-dollar insight that led Sam Walton to switch his discount retailing instead of concentrating his energies on maintaining his position as America's largest independent operator of 5 and 10 cent stores. To comprehend how Walmart's founder recognized his great opportunity, it is critical to understand the evolution of new retailing formats over the past several decades. Therefore, this profile has more industry-specific information than you will need, unless you intend to seek your fortune in the chain store business. Regardless of the industry you choose, however, it is vital to absorb the broader principle that Walton applied, namely, staying in front of the parade. Keeping tabs on industry trends is especially important in the high-technology sector, where entire industries rise and fall within astonishingly short periods. I have deliberately omitted from this book the overnight billionaires churned up by the Internet boom.